This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Eagles will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Golden Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 10. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Great job by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Running through contact.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick completion on the out route. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swap.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. He does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he can just make one more guy miss, that might...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle, it's Polk. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Might as well give it to him again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Jacksonville State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Boyd. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Polk. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
He runs out of bounds at the 47. 2nd down coming up.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Mountaineers in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. On the option. He's out past the 35. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
28, Jacksonville State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Got a little space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. There he goes to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Miss. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Tight end now in motion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Boyd. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got it in the middle. It's Polk. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Polk. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He'll ride his man on the option. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the Golden Eagles are marching down the field. They'll try the run. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finding open areas. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just...
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this...
Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
From the gun, the running back has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Great job by the back on the option. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gonna swing it on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. Second and long coming up. The option look. He's in open space downfield. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense.
There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a